Hello pals, today I am going to inform you about the detective thriller titled Steel Doors, directed by Steven Manuel, a filmmaker from Germany. From the first frames, the film will captivate the attention of fans of pictures about closed spaces and survival in solitude. At first it seems like just a calque of well-known movies of this genre, but then it turns out that the director gives something new. Minimalism, 2 actors, 3 rooms and absolutely unpredictable future. And of course, simply fantastic finale. A young man awakens in a room he doesn't recognize. He experiences a headache, prompting the protagonist to realize that he must stop consuming alcohol. Feeling an unpleasant smell, he turns his head and sees a dead rat. This instantly drives away the remnants of sleep, and he jumps up from his seat. Looking around, the young man realizes he's locked in a practically empty room. Only an iron wardrobe, locked with a lock, is left of the furniture. The guy rushes towards the huge safe door and tries to turn the closing lever, but he cannot even move it from its place. He is annoyed. What silly jokes. He needs to go to work, because being late can lead to dismissal. Remembering about the phone, he feels disappointment again. No connection. He doesn't understand where he ended up and starts exploring the iron cabinet, and then tries to find the video camera, behind which those who are playing him in this way are definitely hiding. Sitting against the wall, he dreams of how he will deal with the jokers. But time goes on, and nothing changes. The man begins to realize he will miss the whole day, and besides, he wants to drink and is dying of hunger. He is trying to reach out to someone again. Useless. The second day of captivity is coming. He's looking. Luke, cabinet, rat, all set. Phone not working yet. Out of anger, he hits the ceiling lamp. Having followed his hesitations, he sees a key inside, which he takes out, knocking the lamp off the ceiling, and understands. The key to the cabinet. Inside, he discovers construction tools. He attempts to open the door using a chisel and a hammer, but is unsuccessful. But there are more interesting things in the locker. He manages to assemble a soldering lamp. Directing the stream to the opposite sensor, the man expects water to come out of it, but it doesn't happen. He drags the burner to the door, tries to burn it, but nothing comes out. In the end, he realizes this is reality, needs to think carefully. Someone put him here. There is electricity here, but no water and sounds. Someone wants him to die slowly and painfully, so he needs to get out and settle the score with that someone. He takes a chisel and a hammer and starts hitting the wall. Despite occasionally getting hit on the hand, the case is slowly but surely moving forward. Finally, he manages to break through the hole in the wall. Elated by luck, he expands it so much that he squeezes into the neighboring room with the same steel door. In the room, instead of an iron cabinet, there's a coffin in the corner. A man approaches him, hoping the coffin is empty. Armed with a chisel, he lifts the lid. Inside lies a young woman in an exotic outfit. And when the guy decides that she is dead, the girl jumps up with a wild scream. The problem is that she doesn't speak English, and people don't understand each other. The frightened girl crawls into the room from which the man came. He remains in her room. Lying down on the couch, the man starts laughing hysterically. Everything will be fine. They will get married and sleep in this coffin. The third day of captivity. The girl returns to her room and finds a man, who is sleeping like a log. She gives him a hammer and he inquires about the direction to strike. The girl is indicating the wall. And he fights with his last strength, trying to remember how he got here, but only recalls going to the bar, the car, and wonders who took her and where, until everything fades into darkness. Who could have done this? The girl is also trying to comprehend what happened. She was supposed to be at the wedding. Mom will be furious. What kind of eerie magic is this? She doesn't even know if she's still in Africa. And where is this person from? Why is she here? Are there not enough sufferings in her life? The man takes up the tool again and starts humming. The girl gazes at him with a smile, and he is growing progressively weaker, and he requests her to sing for him. The girl begins humming something rhythmic, and he strikes the wall to her accompaniment, and once again strikes his own hand. The girl takes off her turban and bandages her injured hand. He takes a chisel with his other hand, and she hits him. And suddenly they hear the sound of the lock opening, but when people rush to the door, silence again. They are getting back to work again, but barely turning their backs to the door, the steering wheel moves again. The man understands. They shouldn't look at him. And then they reach the door with their back, without looking at the lock. The door is opening. and they find themselves in the third room. In the middle of the field there is a pit, and the man realizes it's for them. He believes that now it is time to dig. Just in which direction? The girl reminds, the door opened when they were not looking at it. Maybe it will be the same here. They start working, but the steering wheel remains motionless. They keep digging until the man loses his strength completely. He admonishes himself for sitting idle throughout the entire day. He has lost all opportunities. Now neither food nor water will be of any help. He suddenly feels overshadowed. Perhaps he should consume the girl, and then they will allow him to leave. But he will never do it for anything. A man is crying. The girl calms him down. She helps him get out of the pit. He is surprised. Why is she worried about him? He falls asleep, and she turns to God. Why did this happen to her? For what? And then she approaches the man and hugs him. He is amazed, but responds to affection. Completely exhausted, they fall asleep right on the floor. He notices that the girl is curling up. In his last strength, he reaches the room with the coffin, strips off the upholstery and covers it. He lies down next to him and prepares to die. And suddenly the locked steering wheel starts moving again. The door opens in front of exhausted people. Ahead is an amazing fairy tale world with a transparent river and tall trees. Taking each other's hands, they move forward. The ending of the movie surprised many viewers. If this is a thriller, and someone was just mocking people, then why didn't they find that someone? But you can look at the picture from a different angle. What if the characters in the movie are already dead from the first minutes, and the viewer observes their souls that have ended up in purgatory? Throughout the film, they were tested in order to finally understand where to send them. And the man's behavior, who not only didn't give in to circumstances, but also took care of the girl, helped them earn a better place. However, the final remained open.